There are many reasons to participate in interreligious dialogue. Many of them have already been discussed in other videos in this series. People of faith participate in dialogue to learn about others and break down stereotypes,
to identify shared values and unique differences,
and to build relationships in the hopes of establishing peace,
justice,
and cooperation in our communities and in our world. But there is another surprising benefit of taking part in interreligious dialogue. It can help strengthen our own religious identities.
Yes, dialogue doesn't just help us to know others better, but it encourages us to know ourselves better. Pallavi and I were both active in interreligious dialogue activities when we were students at Georgetown University. And we found that the experience didn't weaken our respective identities as a Hindu and as a Catholic. Rather, dialogue motivated us to learn more about our own faiths. In the process, both of us grew to love our traditions more too.
How did dialogue strengthen your Catholic faith?
When I started in college, I wasn't very invested in my Catholic faith. But as I began to dialogue with other students, in particular the Muslim community, my appreciation for both Islam and Catholicism grew. I was inspired by my Muslim friends' commitment to daily prayer and the way they valued being together in community. My Muslim friends' example compelled me to enroll in a prayer retreat, which jump-started my own prayer life, and I also made a conscious choice to become more involved in the Catholic community. I don't think I ever would have been as connected and committed to my faith if it hadn't been for my Muslim friends.
I had a number of similar experiences too. I've had many Jewish, Muslim, and Christian friends who've positively challenged me to be a better Hindu. Last year, I realized that many of my Christian friends had Bible verses memorized. I learned many verses of the Bhagavad Gita as a child, and I used the holy text in formal prayer, but I wasn't as connected to the text as some of my Christian friends were to their scripture. So I decided to recommit myself to memorizing important verses of the Gita, and I made a pact with myself to pray those verses daily.
For both Pallavi and I, interreligious dialogue has helped us stay rooted in our own traditions.
As leaders in Georgetown's interfaith activities, we found that many of our peers had the same experience. Students who participated in dialogue didn't lose their childhood faith. Usually, they saw it deepen and grow.
I think sometimes Catholics and people of all faiths are afraid to engage in dialogue because they're worried that learning about other religions will challenge their own. That's true, dialogue is challenging, but not in a negative way. It forces us to think deeply, ask tough questions, and re-examine our roots.
Today, young people of different backgrounds are more connected than ever before. We can enter into this diverse world with confidence, eager not only to learn about others, but also to learn something about ourselves.